Hello, my name is Chris Darnell, and I'd like to welcome you to my channel and tell you a little bit about me as a landscape photographer. I have a lot of aspirations in life, but this channel is about me as a landscape photographer. I live in Salt Lake City, Utah. I moved here in 2009 for reasons other than photography, one of which being the Rocky Mountains. I feel like a lot of us as human beings have a natural sense of awe and wonder for the mountains, and it's, for a long time, been a goal of mine to live near them, so here I am. Utah also has the advantage of having not one or two, but actually 5 national parks, not to mention the monuments and state parks. Utah is just naturally a very beautiful place, and it's very easy to become inspired to take up landscape photography in the state. So I'm relatively new to photography. I've been exposed to camera equipment most of my life, but not until the last couple of years have I purchased my own camera and gotten serious about actually using it. My grandfather owned a portrait photography business called Darnell Photography back in the days before digital, when people had, dark rooms in their basement and that kind of thing. And actually a lot of the things I've become in life pay homage to him, so I find it fitting that I start my own photography venture with the addition of adding Chris to the beginning to make it Chris Darnell Photography. I shoot entirely digital, for the time being anyway. I'm attracted to the art of film photography, and it's something I would like to explore in the near future. But I find it best, especially while I'm trying to improve my skills at composition, to stick with digital, especially with the type of locations I have in mind for the near future. I tend to learn very aggressively when I pursue new interests, and I find it best if I just focus on one thing and drill into that. But large format film photography is something I would like to explore and hopefully document my learning process along the way. My motivation for starting this channel was realizing that most of the time there's a story behind the photo. It's very easy to just throw stuff up on Instagram and load it up with hashtags and emojis, but I find it more interesting if there's a description from the photographer and some notes. My favorite photo calendars have got captions from the photographer detailing, like the weather conditions and whatever story there is behind taking that photo. My journey as a photographer combines my love for travel and exploration with the art of landscape photography. And as I get deeper into both, I tend to travel further into more remote locations in search of more rare and even more fleeting moments to photograph. Sometimes I succeed, sometimes I fail. A lot of times I fail, but there's almost always a story involved, and this channel is dedicated to my attempt to try to document that and take you along for the ride. So my plans for this channel are to continue shooting video and capturing images in the field, but I'd also like to expand to the rest of the story and talk about, the things that I've learned along the way, the things that inspire me to choose the locations that I do, perhaps even review some of the gear that I use, and maybe a few other things, we'll see. I hope to be as consistent as I can, not only in producing videos, but it actually improves my quality of life to be out, attempting to capture the beauty of this planet that we find ourselves on. So, however, as much as I wish it were, photography is not my full-time gig, so please bear with me as I attempt to make good on that promise of being consistent. But the reality remains that sometimes it's just not economical to travel, to an entirely different state sometimes and shoot multiple days of video. But I enjoy doing that, so I'm going to try to do as much of that as I can. Thank you for visiting my channel. If you haven't already, please consider browsing through my playlists at the locations I've shot so far. And if you like the content, please consider subscribing, and just as importantly, thumbs up those videos that you like. Small channels like mine depend on user interaction to get traction and improve our rankings in YouTube search. Also, let's stay in touch. I'd very much like this to be an interactive thing as opposed to just somewhere where I dump my video logs. So leave me some comments and I'll respond to them. And follow me on social media where I post my photography and a lot of other life shenanigans. Hit the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when I release a new video, which lately, fingers crossed, has been on Fridays. But that may change because I'm very much still trying to figure out the best release schedule for me in my workflow. And above all, thank you for watching. Welcome to my channel. Have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you in the next one.